Hey everyone, James Reeves. You're probably watching this on my personal channel, and if that's the case, do your boy a favor, hook me up with a subscribe, especially considering I'm thinking about making this a video series. I'm always on the lookout for good gun deals, and whenever I see them, I also want to share them with you guys. This week, we are talking about polymer frame 9mm handguns. This is the first week of September when I'm filming and publishing this video. Let's go ahead and get started. When people ask me, James, what's a great 9mm handgun for 300 bucks? I say the Ruger Security 9. It's not the best 9mm handgun, but it's really good. It's a polymer frame pistol chambered in 9mm, about the same size and weight as the Glock 19, same capacity of 15+1 rounds, light, compact. It looks like it's striker fired because it doesn't have an exposed hammer, but it is actually a hammer fired gun. It has a shrouded hammer. The trigger is like a weird double action, single action hybrid, but it translates to having a really good trigger. This is a decent gun, and there's some third party support out there. Galloway Precision makes a trigger upgrade. You can get upgraded sights. There's a good holster selection out there. Shockingly, the Sec 9 also uses a serialized chassis or fire control unit like the SIG P320, meaning you can swap the fire control unit, which is the legal firearm, from frame to frame to frame, from compact to full size and back without technically buying a new gun, just a new slide and frame. I don't know if anyone actually sells the compact frame and slide separately, but this could also appeal to maybe 3D printers out there. Mags are cheap, 45 or 50 bucks if you want to get a 2-pack. They make extended 17-round magazines. This is the gun I normally recommend when people say, hey, I want a 9mm and I've got a $300 budget. It's not the best gun out there. It is very Spartan, very rudimentary, but good. It's like Kirkland brand booze. It's cheap. It's good. It'll still fuck you up, and you might be able to tell a difference if you really look close. It's still a great pistol, and I've actually seen it between like $269 and $299. That's where the price normally is. So right now, this one isn't like a huge sale or a huge deal. The price is always like around the $299 range. But right now, as we sit here today, and probably not for much longer, there are two guns out there, two polymer frame 9mm that are cheaper than the Security 9, but better. So if you want to get a better gun for a cheaper price, you're big into pumpkin spice soy latte butt chugs, then I've got a CZ for you. You and your barbershop quartet looking pals. I'm seeing blowout prices on the CZ P10C series. You can find them almost everywhere right now for 350 bucks, but I have seen vendors risking it for the biscuit, selling them below $300, including PSA, who blew them out a few weeks ago at $299. Maybe you'll get lucky and you'll find one for under 3 high points today, if you look around. The P10C, it's a wonderful pistol. I called it Vladislav's tractor. It's very Central European. It feels rugged. It's blocky. It's chunky, but it still feels like a high quality firearm. I'm sorry, I hate saying this. It makes me want to throw up in my mouth a little bit, but I think that the P10C nailed the ergos. Ergonomically, perhaps one of the most comfortable pistols that I've held and shot. And even though it's polymer, maybe you could beat someone to death with it. The P10C, like the Security 9, competitive with the Glock 19, around the same size. Polymer frame, 15+1 capacity, 9mm, compact. But unlike the Sec 9, the P10C is striker fired, not hammer fired. The P10C is close in shape and size to the Glock 19 and will even work in many Glock 19 specific holsters, even though it's a bit bigger in the grip and it's 3 ounces heavier than a Glock 19. Kydex Glock 19 holster, obviously works with the Glock 19. CZ P10C, works. But it's also 200 bucks cheaper right now. It's also got a deep beaver tail grip, low bore axis that reduces felt recoil. The ergonomics, spectacular. One of the best feeling guns out there. The grip angle's great, the undercut's great under the trigger guard. Slide serration's also great. It's got the fit and finish on the Ruger Beat with a more robust feel and a nice touch of triple matching serial numbers. It's got a cold hammer forged barrel for great durability. This is a really, really, really good polymer frame gun to me. It's insane that they're selling for like 300 bucks right now. As I said in my review a few years ago, I still prefer the Glock 19 for a number of reasons, but at $300, I'm going P10C all day over anything else out there. Well, that's not exactly true. Almost anything else, because believe it or not, there's actually an even better deal out there right now. The P10C is great, but you know how it would be better? if it had an optics cut, and if it were modular, and if it were Italian. Just kidding about that last part. The Czechs are going to kill me whenever I see them in October. But no, seriously, if you could get the gun with the same quality as the P10C, but with a modular chassis with that serialized fire control unit, like the P320 or the Security 9, plus optics readiness, plus less money, no question, you're going to get it. That's why the best deal right now is the Beretta APX-A1 full size. The APX-A1 series, a bit like the Nokia of the Beretta family, to use an appropriate analogy. Super, super unknown and underappreciated. The Beretta 92, that's your spaghetti. Everyone knows what it is. Everyone loves it. Even small children. True story, when I was in Tanzania, those people would eat dry spaghetti for breakfast. I shit you not, cooked, but always like cold and dry with nothing on it. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Anyways, if you show anyone from Mississippi a bowl of magnificent Italian dumplings with a pesto sauce in them, they'll turn their noses up and say, I don't like gnocchi. But the APX-A1, like the favorite pasta of the Roman legion, might only be properly appreciated after it's sampled, especially in its native country. I got to do just that with the APX-A1, trying out a pre-released copy in Italy last April with Beretta. I was beyond impressed.
Nice. Good. Sure clear. Very nice.
The original APX, known affectionately as the Tactical Toblerone, already had a reputation for incredible reliability and even survived a TFB-TV torture test. But the updated APX-A1 is a cut above that. I spoke with the gun's designer, Giovanni Prandini, who told me that the APX-A1 was designed in cooperation with the Brazilian Armed Forces, who wanted a gun that could function reliably after 10,000 rounds without cleaning, a feat that they accomplished with the APX-A1 incredibly. Ergos are great. Accuracy's great. The APX-A1 feels a little chunkier than the P10C and the Glock 19, and it's indeed a hair wider than those guns, just marginally. As I mentioned though, the APX also uses a serialized fire control unit, which is the legal gun, so you can buy different frames and swap the gun part, the fire control unit, out from frame to frame. Frames are only about $50. But even without the swappable fire control unit, you also get optic readiness from the APX, something you don't get with the $300 plain Jane CZ P10C. Right now, I'm seeing the APX-A1 for a mere $379 just about anywhere, but with a $100 rebate until the end of the year, meaning your price is $279 out the door. That's why I think this is the best deal in 9mm handguns right now. One caveat would be the only version that qualifies for the $100 rebate is the full size, which is a 17+1 gun. So you're getting a big ass duty size pistol that's a little bit harder to carry concealed, although you can conceal any gun if you're brave enough. On paper right now, the APX-A1, a gun that has hundreds of thousands of copies in the hands of military and law enforcement as we sit here today, might be your best bet. But man, if you're looking for a P10C, now's the time to get one. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like this format of video, I will do it for other types of guns in the future. This is the first week of September 2023. Guarantee I'm going to be saying told you so to a whole bunch of you guys after like 6 months from now, and these guns are like $500. Thanks for watching. As usual, take care.